What's going on, you guys? It's Peter with Buckeyes Battle Cry back with another video today. We're talking Dallan Hayden entering the transfer portal and going to Coach Prime. Prime time you. Are you kidding me? Dallan, what you thinking? A lot of people have very strong opinions on Coach Prime and what he is and what he isn't as a head coach at the University of Colorado. Me personally, I don't mind him too much, but I'm also not rooting for the guy. I admit I got annoyed with him going back to Boulder 2 weeks in a row for college game day when they got off to the 3-0 start. They finished 4-8, losing 8 of the last 9, but this isn't a Coach Prime video. It's got a little flavor of that. It's a Dallan Hayden video, so let's get back on track with Dallan. So the 5'11", 210-pound tailback, he exploded in the Maryland game back in 2022, and then we didn't see an awful lot of him. We saw him pop up from game, a little bit here, a little bit there in games. I think he played really well in the Purdue game in 2023, and then he disappeared again. So it's kind of like, how was he used at Ohio State? It was a very odd usage of him when he exploded and saved our bacon in the 2022 Maryland game. Many Buckeye fans were frustrated with the fact that he wasn't getting more playing time. I really like Dallan, so I wanted to see him get more PT. Now, the critique of Dallan is that he's not a pass blocker. He's not great at it. He does not excel at it. That is the reason he was not getting PT over the likes of Chip Trayanum and over Mayan Williams. And when we had a little bit of injury issues with Trev Henderson last year. So that's the critique of Dallan a little bit. He's got, I would say, elite speed. Maybe not Trevion Henderson speed, but he's definitely in that tier. He's got some good power, not terrific power, but what I see when he was on the field in the limited action that we did see as Buckeye fans, he broke some tackles out there for sure. And he made some dudes miss. He's got some wiggle. So he's joining a backfield with Shedeur Sanders. I think he's pretty talented. And, of course, Dylan Edwards. He's going to be splitting time or overtaking Dylan Edwards, a scat back from Colorado, who was very productive in the first part of the season and had a decent season overall. He finished the year with 321 yards rushing, which isn't a huge amount. But he actually ended up, my mistake, he ended up finishing the year stronger than he started. He got off to a slow start, the freshman from Kansas, and then he actually ended it pretty well, I must admit. So he joins a talented backfield with Sanders and Edwards. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Dallan picks up the offense, how quickly he can pass block and improve that aspect of his game, and how quickly he sees the field. This is a Colorado program that's seen 17 transfers out of the program just this year alone since the season ended. It's a roster that's in flux, let's be honest. I mean, I don't want to stoop to call it last chance you or next chance you or whatever, but you can't deny that the roster turnover has been absolutely wild, which makes them really unpredictable as a team. They've got great talents. They really do. Travis Howard is a phenomenal talent, but do they have the depth? I think they're a team that's going to improve to 4-7 from 4-8 to 7 wins. And we'll see how that goes this year, though. I mean, that's just with a slight glance at the roster and knowing what they had back and knowing that they improved the roster again significantly. I see it jumping from 4 wins to 7 wins. Lastly, I just want to say this. I know I've seen on 11 Warriors and other Buckeye sites, some people, we're in a new era of the transfer portal. We're in a new age. And some people can't wish once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye to everybody. Dallan's a guy I really liked and wanted to see excel in a Buckeye uniform. But that never transpired as we brought in Quinson Judkins, kind of over-recruiting Dallan because of the lack of passing and blocking ability. So we all kind of assumed a transfer was coming for Dallan, especially with the PT that he was not getting in this last season. Now, me personally, I'm not one of those guys that's going to say, man, forget this dude. Once he's off the roster, I don't care what happens to him. That's not me as a person. That's not me as an individual. I care about these guys an awful lot. and I want to see them excel wherever they go. And so I will be rooting for Dallan. I will be tuning in to some Colorado games to watch him run because I was rooting hard for the guy in a Buckeye uniform. I really wanted to see him play more and excel in the Scarlet and Gray, and that just never was going to transpire with the coaching staff. So, Dallan, if you see this, man, congrats on the decision and the move to Colorado. I wish you nothing but the best out there for you, and hope you excel. And, continue Colorado's improvement and ascension. There's a cap to how high that Colorado program can get, if you ask me. But, continue to elevate that team. You got 3 years of eligibility left. Hope you ball out in a Buffs uniform. That's it for Peter today from Buckeyes Battle Cry. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. What do you think of Dallan Hayden transfer? Is it once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye? What do you guys think? Go Bucks. God bless.